I thought I understood love, until the night she looked at me and said, "He still gets me." Those 4 words cut deeper than anything I could have imagined. For a moment, it felt like the air had been sucked out of the room. My name's Ethan, and this is how everything I believed in slowly came undone. Sarah and I had been married 6 years. We met by accident, both running into a coffee shop to escape a thunderstorm. She was laughing at her soaked shoes, and I handed her my jacket. Her smile then, it felt like the beginning of everything. We built a life piece by piece. A little house with uneven floors, Sunday mornings that smelled like pancakes, late night talks about the future. I thought we were solid, unshakable. But looking back now, I can see the cracks that were already forming. It started small. Her phone always turned face down. Quick movements when I walked by. I told myself it was nothing, work messages, maybe, but soon came the late nights. The vague excuses. The faint scent of someone else's cologne that didn't belong to me. When I asked about it, she smiled too fast. "Just out with the girls," she said, eyes darting away. That was the first time doubt settled in and refused to leave. I didn't want to become paranoid, but something inside me kept whispering that something was off. Then one evening, while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed on the counter. The message flashed briefly on the screen. "Miss you. Call me." No name, just a number. I memorized it. Later, when she was asleep, I checked her call history. That number appeared over and over, late at night, during work hours, weekends. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I wanted to see how far she'd go. The distance between us grew. Conversations turned short. Smiles became forced. When I asked if we were okay, she brushed my hand away and said, "I'm just tired, Ethan. Work's been a lot." But her voice was tight, strained, full of things she wouldn't say. And then came the night everything broke. We were on the couch watching some mindless show when her phone buzzed again. She grabbed it too quickly this time, fumbling with it. I caught a glimpse of the name before she turned it away, Mark. Her ex. The one she said was too intense. The one she never wanted to talk about. My heart thudded. "Sarah," I asked quietly, "are you talking to Mark again?" She froze, then exhaled slowly, like she'd been waiting for me to ask. "He understands me," she said, her voice soft, trembling. "He always has. You try, but it's not the same." It felt like the ground disappeared beneath me. "What are you saying?" I whispered. Tears welled up in her eyes. "I don't know. I just needed someone who gets me." That was it. I realized a woman sitting in front of me, the one I loved more than anything, was a stranger now. "Do you love him?" I asked, my voice barely a breath. She didn't answer. That silence told me everything. I stood up, grabbed my keys, and walked out. The night air was cold as I drove aimlessly, her words echoing in my head. "He gets me." I ended up in a cheap motel parking lot, staring at the flickering neon sign. I waited for her to call. She didn't. Days blurred into weeks. I kept working, kept moving, anything to drown out the noise in my head. Friends checked in, but I didn't know how to explain the emptiness that followed me everywhere. Then, one night, my phone rang. Her name lit up the screen. Against my better judgment, I answered. Her voice was shaky. "Ethan," he didn't answer. "What?" I asked. "Mark," she said, her voice cracking. "I called him. He didn't pick up. I needed him, and he wasn't there." She was crying now. "I messed up. I thought he was what I wanted, but it's always been you." I sat there listening, waiting for something to stir inside me. Anger, hope, anything. But there was nothing left. "Sarah," I said quietly, "you chose him long before tonight." She begged me to come home, but I couldn't. I told her I needed time and hung up. Then I turned my phone off. For the first time, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Clarity. I wasn't second choice. I wasn't her safety net. I found a small apartment across town and started over. It wasn't revenge. It was survival. She kept texting, calling, leaving voicemails I never answered. Later, I heard she tried to reach out to Mark again, but he'd moved on. And strangely, that didn't make me bitter. It made me free. I don't hate her. I don't even wish her pain. Love doesn't vanish. It just fades into something quieter, something you can finally walk away from. Sometimes I still drive past our old house, the one with the creaky floors and morning light through the curtains, and for a second, I remember the good days. Then I keep driving, because some stories aren't meant to be fixed. They're meant to be left behind.